Los Angeles at Griffith Park at an abandoned zoo. Unfortunately, for me, we're doing this during a zombie apocalypse. Shh, there's one now. No. That's right, people. We are at the very first LA Zoo. That's right, people. The very first LA Zoo, and it opened its doors in 1912. And upon its first arrival of being open, it had up to 15 animals. That's right, people. 15 different animals were in this zoo here, and if I was around at the time, I probably would have been one of them. Oh. In 1960, the zoo started to see some trouble. That's right, people. The zoo started seeing some trouble. Apparently, some sewage was leaking into the LA River. Yeah, isn't that kind of par for the course? I'm joking, of course. I'm just joking. With the sewage water leaking into the LA River, the LA Health Department actually had to step in. With all that being said, the LA Zoo did survive, but it almost did close down. So the LA Zoo did clean up their act, no pun intended, but later on there was yet more problems for the LA Zoo. I hope a bear didn't escape. Because really, a bear escaping during a zombie apocalypse? Whew, we would be in big trouble, people. Actually, the bear might take care of them for us. Maybe. Maybe. That's right, people. There was sure to be more problems for the LA Zoo. In fact, in World War I, there was a meat shortage, leaving the zoo unable to provide the proper food that the animals needed. With all these times with the zoo almost closing down and barely surviving, in the 30s, they almost closed shop completely. There's a lot of talk about the zoo being shut down. So in the 1930s, the zoo was facing hard times, but fortunately, there was a work program that actually benefited the zoo by quite a lot. It was a work program that was put in. It was part of the 1930s New Deal programs. It was called Work Progress Administration. Yes, thankfully for the Work Progress Administration, the zoo was saved and renovated. They gave the zoo a new look. They put in new bars and new enclosures that fit the style of the zoo in that era. Once again, the zoo was flourishing. But folks, like all good things, they must come to an end. By the 1950s, they were talking about closing down the zoo. There was already a local area that put in a golf course, and the zoo became a thing of the past, became abandoned. They abandoned it. They actually moved the zoo. I'm not exactly sure where it moved to, but they moved it to a new location. So yes, people, this zoo has been abandoned for many years now, and now it's essentially a park. It's part of Griffith Park, but you can come out here now and you can picnic with your family, and there's all kinds of stuff. You can actually climb through the rocks. You can go through some of the caves and whatnot, the leftover remains of this abandoned zoo. This here is actually one of the stairwells going up, which I believe leads to one of the cage areas to feed the animals. The stairway is actually quite narrow and very steep, so it's not the safest thing to be climbing on. In fact, I'm not even sure you're supposed to be climbing on it, but I figured, what the heck, there is an opening here. It doesn't say don't come in, so... And a couple side notes before we wrap this video up, and I have to run back and save the world from these zombies. Yeah, so a couple of side notes that I just want to add is this is also a filming location for Anchorman, the first Anchorman, where they had the zoo scene, and I believe the main woman, the main actress of the movie fell into a bear pit. It's been a while since I've seen it, guys, but this is the filming location for Anchorman, the first Anchorman. All right, folks, I want to thank you for joining me for another adventure of mine in here on Greg's Vlog Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, folks, I got to get back to this zombie apocalypse. Make sure these guys are taken care of. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you later.